Happy Sunday, Magical Muffins. This is your weekly tarot forecast for June 5th to the 12th, 2022. So we are starting this week with Mercury newly direct in Taurus and Saturn newly retrograde in Aquarius. So these two planets stationed in their respective signs and their respective directions on the 3rd and the 4th just the other day. So as we move into this week, we are freshly into this very new energy, and it can feel kind of like we are stuck at an impasse right now because these two planets are stagnant in the sky and they're forming a square to each other. So they're in their own sort of like contemplation process right now, and we can definitely feel sort of like divided in ourselves, if that makes sense. And we can have the sense that there's definitely some larger choice coming into focus right now, or a commitment that's ready to be made here that's not totally clear right now. It's not totally clear what maybe direction we want to go, or what it is we ultimately want, or what is right for us right now. So as Mercury is finding its footing, it's still going to be in shadow for the next 2 weeks until about the 17th or so. Things are still, foggy, and we have to just give our ideas space to breathe right now, because Saturn can bring restriction, and it can bring a sense of heaviness and make us worry, and in Aquarius, the sign of the future, we can be worried about what may happen in the future. So give your ideas space to breathe, be gentle with yourself this week, and just be really mindful of, when you're allowing other people's authority to override your own in your thinking. Saturn only ever wants us to be our own authority and to be strong in ourselves and our thinking. So that's our invitation this week. Later on this week, on the 10th, Mercury is forming a trine to Pluto. And so that could sort of shake loose a little bit of clarity around maybe the deeper underlying fears that are keeping us stuck right now. And that could be supportive. On the 11th, Venus meets up with Uranus in Taurus. And this brings change to our social life. There could be insights or creative new ideas that come through other people in our life. So definitely a week to be open-minded, open to new ideas and creative solutions, and put all options on the table. You're never stuck. So let's pull some cards for this week ahead. So we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Sun, and we have the Six of Wands. So give your ideas space to breathe this week so you can connect more deeply with your heart, and more deeply with yourself, and more deeply with your truth. This is a week to get back in touch with us and who we are and what feels good for us. The sun right now is at peak power in the sky as we're coming up to summer solstice, and it certainly is a week to feel into that energy, to move towards what lights us up, and to be lit up, and to be fueled, to fuel ourselves. What is fueling you right now? What is giving you energy? What is filling your cup right now? It's really important that we're moving with a full cup, that we're, allowing ourselves to think and make decisions feeling good about ourselves this week. This is a week to be confident, and a week to really get on our high horse here and feel confident about what we're sharing with the world, and to really do it our way, because our way is the best way. With Saturn in Aquarius, we are all on this 3-year journey of finding out what that really means for us. We're all sort of defining ourselves and who our people are, who, what we're here to share with the world, and what our sort of mission is really about. And I think that this week is really going to bring that into focus. So allow whatever needs to become clear this week to become clear. And even around the 10th, with Mercury forming a trine to Pluto, we can definitely expect some clarity to come through. And they might not be the most easy truths to look at, but they will be clarifying. And this isn't a time to let underlying fear, stay brewing around in the surface. It's a time to bring it up and bring light to what might not have light on it yet, you know, even if just to ourselves. Even if just to ourselves. First to you. A week for maybe reflecting on the last week, the last month, and getting clarity on how it has helped us become even stronger versions of ourselves. Because we are so strong here. And we are strongest when we are in our power, you know, when we are in touch with our emotions, not when we're judging our emotions, not when we're trying to feel some type of way, or not when our head is going a million different directions, but when we're rooted into ourselves, when we're giving ourselves permission to do things our way and to feel good and find ways that feel good to us. Because what feels good this week is certainly mobilizing. There's so much vulnerability that comes with this sun. A part of us that feels new, feels like they're learning, feels like they're maybe worried about being exposed in some way can come through, because the child in this card, I think, is so expressive of just that naive sense of like, here I am, world. What do you have for me? You know, like, let me just show up and be seen. I don't even know yet what I don't know. And I don't even know yet that what I should be worried about, you know? So tend to that part of you. Tend to that very gentle part of you this week, because that's really wise. It has a lot of helpful insight and wisdom for you. What do you need to protect that version of you so that you can be so confident on your horse and on your mission and doing you in your way? Such a sense of purity, a lot of learning, a lot of receptivity this week. The sun. Yeah, it's a week to commit to ourselves. To let our light shine. Even if it feels challenging, even if there's hesitation or resistance, the world needs your light. It just does, you know, getting out of our own way. So the Five of Swords. So really being mindful when other people are coming into our mindset, coming into our choices, coming into our headspace in a way that just does not support us in moving forward. An energy of forgiveness is coming in with the Five of Swords. Where are you giving other people your thoughts when you should be using your thoughts just for you? When you should be reclaiming your thinking, reclaiming your energy, thinking about just older situations or situations that maybe are not present anymore in a way that just takes your power away. You know, this is a week to really lean into what gives us power with the sun. And with the Five of Swords, we know, we have this sense what it's time to cut cords with. And it's a way of thinking about maybe the past, or maybe some pain or some hurt, you know, that maybe is coloring the way that we're thinking about our present and our future. Cut cords with that. You don't need to have that around anymore. This is maybe a week to process emotions and not necessarily let ourselves think so much about that. Just let your emotions be. Ace of Cups, let your emotions just be what they are. You know, that's how to facilitate forgiveness to me. To just let your thoughts be pure. What would that look like? To let yourself and your thinking and your dreams and be pure. Calling out worry for what it is, and knowing that the moment we call out worry for what it is, we reclaim our power. And we get grounded, and that's where our solutions come in. That's where our power is, right? All right, let's pull an Earth Magic Oracle card for this week ahead. What needs to come through for us? Eagle, communion. All right, let's see what the book has to say about this. Whenever you experience a heartfelt communion with some physical expression of life, plant, animal, human, or anything else, it is only then that you can truly feel how your life force is similar to the life force that is all around you. It is only a matter of differences in form. And essence is articulated into the physical world in a multitude of ways that is the same in everything and everyone, although it manifests in various shapes and characteristics. This essence is spirit emanating from the core of all things. Communion with nature is essential for you now. Take some time to do an open-minded meditation, an open-eyed meditation with any nearby plant or animal. Relax your body as much as possible, breathe consciously, and keep your attention on the life form that you are communing with. After a few moments, you will notice a sense of boundaries dissolving, a melting of the I and thou. And you may even receive messages or impressions as you find yourself in the flow of unspoken communication. Wow, I love that. I love that. An open-eyed meditation with a plant or an animal or something, and really letting your thoughts just be so pure and new, seeing the world through new eyes maybe this week. A very creative practice. All right, my loves, I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings as we move into this week ahead. If you would like a reading with me, hit the link in my bio. I would love to see